So I want to explain a couple kind of insidious ways that emotionally unavailable people will maintain this detachment in a relationship with you, but you may not really fully catch on to what they're doing. Like, you will feel it, you'll sense it, but you won't be able to name exactly what's happening. So the first way is emotional detachment through language and through responses. You may have noticed if you were ever with, like, narcissists do this a lot, but also avoidant people can do this too, where you might say to them like, oh my God, I discovered this new band and I really want to show it to you. And they listen to it and you can tell that they like it, but they like refuse to validate that. So they'll be like, it's all right. Or you'll make them dinner or something and you'll be like, did you like it? Was it good? And they'll be like, mm-hmm. Or maybe you'll get all dressed up and you'll be like, how do I look? And they'll be like, yeah, looks good. This is a way of emotional distancing. This is a way of this person protecting themselves. To validate your joy and your excitement, it almost leaves them vulnerable. It almost makes it real for them that they like it too, and that you are in this moment together, and that there is this kind of intimacy between the two of you in this moment. If they admit that you look amazing, if they admit that they love this dinner that you made them, well, now there's something on the line that they could actually lose. So it's better for them to just remain guarded and not say anything at all, or do these like half-assed remarks. Particularly if you're with a narcissistic person, they will often respond in really cruel ways because their goal is to continue to remind you that you are inferior, because deep down they feel really jealous of you, and they feel like at any moment you could leave them, and so they want to make sure that you always know your place, which is below them. An avoidant person won't be so cruel like that, but they will maintain distance in certain ways where they won't put pictures of you up on social media. They'll probably continue to make themselves look single on social media. They probably won't really compliment you. The next thing is acts of service. So a lot of times, emotionally detached people will use acts of service as a way of like pulling you off the scent. So a lot of times emotionally unavailable people will date an anxious person who really, really wants to connect intimately. And this unavailable person will think to themselves like, okay, if I can just do this act of service and do these things that are easy for me, then I can kind of pull them off the scent and get them to stop, requiring all this intimacy and vulnerability from me. So like, here, look, I made you this amazing coffee table. Isn't that enough? Look at all the things I do for you. Like, you don't need to ask me to be so intimate with you all the time when I can do things like this. I spent all week making this for you. People who are detached like this is the only way they know how to be, and they typically don't really think that there's anything wrong with the way that they are. This is all that they know, and they tend to think that everybody around them who is requiring more intimacy is like clingy or over the top. They perceive that everybody should be independent the way that they are, and anything more than that is just suffocating and clingy. So you might have noticed that your avoidant partner called you clingy.